The hot topic in the mortgage world these days is now that the Bank of Canada has started their rate cutting cycle, how much farther will they go?
This is the Saskatchewan Real Estate Podcast.
Today we're unpacking a huge topic that many Canadian borrowers are wondering about. How much will the Bank of Canada cut their key interest rate? Well, the financial experts are projecting that the Bank of Canada could cut interest rates by up to 100 basis points in the coming months. According to the latest survey from the Bank of Canada, which pulls insights from the major market players, the policy rate is expected to drop to 2.75% by mid-2025. If that happens, we could see more affordable mortgages, lower borrowing costs, and potentially more competition among buyers in the housing market. But here's where it gets interesting. While most experts see rates dropping to 2.75%, a few big names like RBC and National Bank predict an even more aggressive rate cut by 2% by late 2025. Now that's quite a difference. To give some context, a full percentage points or 100 basis points can have a huge impact on your monthly mortgage payment. To make this simple, let's illustrate what this would do to your monthly payments. Let's start with a 1% rate drop. Right now, with an effective rate of 5.05%, the monthly payment on $100,000 borrowed is approximately $587. If the Bank of Canada reduces rates by 1%, your new effective interest rate would be 4.05%. With this drop, the monthly payment comes down to around $530. This shift saves you about $56 per month, or nearly $683 per year. That's just for $100,000. So if your mortgage is larger, say $500,000, you're looking at total annual savings of $3,400. Now imagine a more substantial 2% rate drop, like what RBC or National Bank are projecting. With this cut, your effective rate would drop to 3.05%, bringing your monthly payment down to around $476 per $100,000 borrowed. That's a savings of about $110 per month, or roughly $1,328 per year on each $100,000. For a typical mortgage of $500,000, this translates to more than $6,600 in savings each year. So you can see how impactful rate changes can be on monthly budgets. For current homeowners with a variable rate mortgage, these cuts are a direct way to lower costs. For new buyers, lower rates increase borrowing power, although as we mentioned earlier, this might also drive up demand and home prices. For anyone looking to buy a home, refinance, or invest in property, these potential rate cuts will be good news from a qualification and payment standpoint. A lower policy rate means more manageable mortgage rates, especially for those who might be leaning toward variable rates. But as always, these things come with some caveats. Rate cuts can fuel more demand, which could drive up home prices even as borrowing costs fall. In my own business, I see a lot of folks who would benefit from a rate drop, as this would increase their borrowing power, and existing homeowners, well, they would certainly love the opportunity to lower their monthly costs. Lower borrowing costs is also good news for builders who operate on credit. When the borrowing costs are low, it's easier to do business. Businesses and borrowers should still be cautious, as lower rates are not a guarantee, and if rates were to reverse course, you still need to be able to manage this large debt. It does look like rate cuts are likely on the horizon, which is great news if you're a borrower or someone looking to enter the housing market. The Bank of Canada's interest rate announcement is set for December 11th. This will be the final policy update for the year, and market participants are eagerly watching to see if the Bank of Canada will make any additional rate adjustments amid ongoing economic developments. Pay attention to this announcement because it could impact borrowing costs and financial planning for Canadians heading into the new year. Please keep in mind that this is all a projection. There is no guarantee the Bank of Canada will decrease or increase rates. Please do your proper due diligence before making any mortgage decisions. Don't miss out on the best real estate advice in Saskatchewan. Subscribe to the Saskatchewan Real Estate Podcast for the latest market trends, mortgage tips, and expert interviews that can help you make your next real estate decision with more confidence. Don't forget also that I am a fully licensed mortgage broker in the province of Saskatchewan, and I want to help you take control of your mortgage renewal. Don't get locked into a higher rate with your bank. With my lender network and expertise, I'll help you find a lower rate and better terms, ensuring you save more money and have more flexibility in your payments. I can also help you with powerful mortgage strategies to save you thousands, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars and shave years off your loan. Book a call with me today by clicking in the show notes of this episode. Until next week, I'm Ron Caroni, your Saskatchewan mortgage professional. Bye for now.